Mr. Holmes, I was informed that you were looking for me, and I'd like to know why.
Oh wait, hang on. We need to put on our fake beard.
That we talk. You will soon understand why.
Would you like to arm wrestle?
Every time you talk to a guy with a beard, you wear your fake beard.
You are acquainted with Lady Mary Brackenstall, are you not?
Yes, I think I do remember her, from when I was first officer, but I still don't see...
It seems your relationship went beyond that of mere passenger and first officer.
How dare you?
Indeed, how reckless a feeling is love, particularly if one is prepared to commit a murder in its name.
Explain yourself this instant.
You are aware that the murder made the headlines of the morning press.
Is this the end of the case?
The report, but to your dismay, found it much fabricated. Once you learned that I wanted to see you, you came straight away. You needed to know what I had found.
You... And what do you know?
That evening, you were with...
We're actually coming close to the end.
The danger.
I'm not afraid, Mr. Holmes. Besides, all of this is just guesswork.
You would be right if there was no evidence.
What then?
Hang on a minute. I'm gonna stare at you very intently. Give me like a couple minutes here.
Okay,
You
all
would
the
be
clues.
right
Just
if
hold
I
that pose.
wasn't, you know, doing my job.
Ah, the knife.
Big dick. Wait, what?
Whoa.
Wow. Are you sure that this is Retskarn and not some off-brand pop-loving, Michaels-working other Retskarn?
You suggesting dick jokes are also off-brand?
Yeah, I don't know. In this situation, perhaps.
It's fair. It's fair.
I am a little offended that I can go from like the annoying guy that overthinks things to he got a butt and no one questions that. But as soon as Rudskarn says he likes a pop song, people lose their mind.
Actually, I said I hated the pop song. I could mention pop songs I like.
But he knows it. Which is as far as we got. But you also knew the year it came out.
As she was tied with a sailor's knot.
That's not normal.
So,
I have a vague sense of when various pop songs come out.
Nothing, Mr. Holmes.
That one was 2015. I have.
Right now, your theory is flawed anyway. On the night of the murder, I was aboard the Sharp. I was supervising the repair of a porthole.
I also just like I have a keener sense of all pop music that I really hate because it occupies a bigger space in my brain.
I'm sure that he can.
Perfect. In that case, we have nothing more to
Carpenter.
talk about. Good evening, gentlemen.
Holmes, what should we do now? Would you like to check his alibi?
No. There is no doubt that these men will testify in his favor, and there will be no way to check.
So, what then?
So, we must work...
Well, we just convict him anyway.
We have all the puzzle pieces.
Now I understand why you dissected the bell rope.
Okay, so it's him, right? Because the ladies are tiny. Okay, what about... I mean, and...
Well, he
I still don't know where the gang came in. I was probably talking about tartar sauce at that point, but...
You gotta pick one or the other, Josh. Was he the killer, or was he totally innocent?
This case is almost too obvious. Like, I'm now second guessing that because, like... Like, the other solution is just like, some random people we never met did it. Like, is this literally it? Are we done?
Sure.
That's it.
Sure, yeah, go for it.
I wanna reread that newspaper article about the Randalls.
Okay.
This is super short. Like, what the fuck? That we would have
Ricky
been done in
Randall.
like 45 minutes if I hadn't gotten stuck in that one room.
Well, let us talk about
You
tartar
could have
sauce
applied
and
that
steak
fact
tartare.
to several of the cases.
Also true.
Not naming any
The real
specific
mystery is-
cases that involved us in a room for a very long time, but I'm gonna, you know.
The real mystery of Abbey
gesture.
Grange was the Canadians we insulted along the way.
Or just forgot about, really. Which is fine,
just
we don't mind
forgot.
that.
He's got a small, disproportionate head. Like, how small is William Randall's head? I want to see this guy.
You know how, like, everyone in Deus Ex Human Revolution had a head that was slightly too small? Probably like that.
But that's not, like, disproportionately, weirdly small.
It kind of was.
I'm thinking, like, Goombas and Super Mario Brothers the movie small.
Oh, was that actually a
this a
small head?
fucking
It was
trick
just a
question?
large costume. I don't know. You're Sherlock Holmes. You
Yeah,
figured it
you
out.
do. Yes, you do. You absolutely know the answer to that question, Runscar.
You're right. It's the
No,
Randall gang. Yeah, the Randall gang committed it. You should definitely answer that it was the Randall gang, because that's the correct answer.
See, now I can't tell if you're doing reverse psychology on me.
I thought you said it was too easy. Here you go. It's more
It's not
complicated
reverse,
now.
it's-
The Randall gang did
It's
it.
reverse. He's saying Randall, knowing that you want to pick the opposite, so that you will pick that. It's not reverse. It's reverse. Because reverse psychology would just be saying, "Oh no, it totally is the captain."
Yeah.
That's reverse psychology.
Yeah, Chris is right. So you
Y'all
should
suck.
obviously pick it's the
Reverse,
captain.
reverse
Pick it's the
No,
captain. Pick
I
the
wanted
captain. It's
to-
the captain. Pick the captain and hang him. Hang the captain. Kill him. End his life. Remove him.
She
No
specifically
take-backsies.
described...
An elderly, broad-shouldered man? He's not... Is he elderly?
Yeah, they said he had gray hair.
Did our dude have gray hair? I don't think he did.
The woman did. The maid. The maid did it.
She's not broad-shouldered or big.
The maid
The maid did
used
it.
shadow clones to split into 3 people and then beat the crap out of them.
It was the point that I made notice of in the early stages of the investigation. That's all I'm going to say.
My analysis is that Sir Breckenstall is dead.
Oh?
How, would you say that his death was instantaneous, or did it take some time?
I don't know.
I have
not a fucking
experts that
doctor's
assure
job.
me. I'm sorry. I've got the giggle.
What a fucking...
You know, if you solve it and keep it to yourself, then it doesn't really matter. Then you can blame the police for not capturing the right guy.
You know, earlier we were talking about the fact that, like, Sherlock Holmes never runs into a really obvious case where he's like, yep, this one's straightforward. Okay, take it from here, Lestrade. I was pointless to call me.
I would also point out that Sherlock found the safe and said that it would be trivial for any good thief to find that and break into it. That could be just Sherlock's pomposity talking, but also, like, if the Randalls were the ones that did it, wouldn't they have taken stuff from the safe?
I'm trying to put together, so he was definitely dying. Like, dude had serious late stage, alcohol-induced liver failure. Like, he was jaundiced. So one wonders why it would be necessary to murder the dude that's going to die pretty quickly anyway. On the other hand,
it was the boost that killed him with a fire poker, just like in his parlor. Just like a dry aged bottle of bourbon, absolutely wailed on him. Bashed his brains out on the carpet.
Okay, here's a question.
An anthropomorphic.
Here's a legitimate question. Why, if it was Sailor dude, did he drop the silverware down the well?
Because the point was to make it look like he. Yeah, I guess he was the one who dropped it down the well. The point was to make it look like the Randalls did it, and it was a theft, a robbery, not a murder, like not an intentional murder. Like, oh, he just showed up and they fought, and then he happened to get killed.
Given that all the money is there, and given that we have a staged robbery, why would we think the Randalls did it at all? What evidence is there for the Randalls to kill him if it was not a robbery?
Fighting evil by moonlight,
it's possible he fell and broke his head on the
Okay, but that's not an option. The option is Randalls or beardy guy.
McDude.
Well, no, like that's a piece of evidence. Like, or maybe it's not listed here. But like there was blood on the fireplace, and one of the things was like, oh, maybe he just slipped and broke his skull. Like, maybe nobody murdered him.
Is that an option? Can we go try
to... well, here, let's...
Do 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 do. It's Josh's thinking music.
I like.
Bust a fat freestyle of this. Josh.
Like, is there a third option?
No, there is no third option.
Just do it, Josh. Do it. Send him to the gallows.
I'm not gonna fucking murder. Like, even if that was the case, this dude really fucking sucked.
Wait. Wasn't there a third option? Did the things just make an outline of a square that doesn't exist for a reason?
Okay, there is a third explanation.
There, because they keep highlighting a circle under no acquaintance, and that bothers me. That we wait for the pattern to repeat. I'm going to be delayed. There, that. Do you see that? How there's a circle under no acquaintance, and I don't know how to get there.
Okay, so Josh, two people imitated robbery,
domestic accident.
Daily accident,
okay.
yeah, domestic accident, yeah. All right, now send her to the gallows.
It was everyone and Wiggins.
Hang the maid, gave Lady Brackenstall a stern talking to.
But they're both too short to have cut the rope. And why would they...
Yeah.
Do you feel better now that there's a third explanation, even if it's one that you've dismissed out of hand?
Well, now that you say that I've dismissed it out of hand...
I mean, realize that those background things actually highlighted where that's not something I'd noticed. I mean, this doesn't make sense for several reasons. One is that they couldn't have cut the rope, and if he just died from a domestic accident, why cover it up?
It didn't look like he did. Like, it looked like his death was instant, and it...
Right. Remember, Josh, you can use the hotkey C to just hot skip to conclusions.
I know.
No, you don't want to blame the Randalls. Go back.
No, I didn't change anything. even know what's going on with the wine.
Well, there were 3 glasses. It implies there were 3 people there. Maybe he knew.
Yeah, it's staged to look like there were 3 glasses because the dregs of the other 2 glasses were both poured into the 3rd glass.
Right. I think we're gonna go with the guy had a knife. He would know how to tie a sailor's knot. The only thing, the one other thing that I saw there that had me thinking was in the bring up the notes. In the report on the Randall gang, it does mention that they had a pirate career. But, like, that's, like, such a dumb, like, why would they dump the silverware, like, 8 feet from where they stole it from and then leave a whole bunch of other stuff? I can't imagine it's the Randall gang. Like, it's gotta be this guy.
Go with this guy. Go with this guy.
If you're not sure,
yeah, all right.
Absolve him.
If you're not sure, there's always Wiggins.
I vote absolving.
Toby was the murderer. That's why Toby knew where to go. Yeah, I'm also on the absolve side with this. Like, that guy was a terrible dude anyway.
If you're Sherlock Holmes, the perfect crime would be to, like, be 100% honest in every case you do until you just randomly frame some guy you don't like.
Right away.
Barely an hour has passed.
Oh, I thought you meant since the last time we talked to him.
Why did you make me come here again?
Mr. Crocodile Dundee.
I like how he showed up.
I know that it was you who killed Sir Eustace Brackenstall.
What?
I know, because of the height at which the rope was cut. The knife used was a sea knife.
What was
The
with
knots
that
were
weird
sailor's
musical
knots,
note?
And not least, the sheer force that was put behind the killing blow.
So, this is just like a heads up to any sailors in the audience, any 19th century sailors in the audience who want to kill someone after tying them up. Just use shitty knots. Just use shit-ass knots. The worst knots. Just, like, imagine what kind of knot, like, an idiot would use, and use that one.
From the first day that I met her.
And then for cutting it, like, just get a pair of kindergarten scissors.
For I believed that she was in a happy household. When I talked to her maid, who told me everything.
And then if all possible, don't piss rum on the carpet.
I was due to set sail for 6 months away. I wanted only to see her again. But it turned into a damnable nightmare when he barged in. He dared raise his hand to her. He was not even worthy of licking her boots. Oh, I regret nothing. I admit I killed the monster out of love for her. She will forgive me if she is able.
Lady Brackenstall already forgave you. She said nothing.
Mary.
But that makes her an accomplice as well as her maid. It places her in danger.
Aw, we helped some love.
Mr. Holmes.
You would not have managed to protect her.
Till I die, do you hear me? Here is a letter that sets everything clear. And it is the one that should be disclosed to the police. I am the only culprit. Mary had nothing to do with it. Now it is time to end this.
Are we gonna get a quick time event? What happens if we don't do this and Sherlock just gets shot?
No, he doesn't. He doesn't
there's
get shot.
only
He
one
actually
way to
commits
find
suicide.
Oh.
Please forgive me, Captain Crocker. I wished only to test your sincerity, and your words and deeds have far exceeded my expectations.
Although, if he did interpret that as attempt murder, that would be pretty hilarious.
Form of law. You are the prisoner. Watson, you are a British
Oh, by the way, I'm declaring myself a court now.
The evidence shows that you acted without
Well, isn't that what you've done this whole
used
time?
reasonable force to protect an innocent victim from
Yeah,
her
but now
husband's
we're.
brutality.
Can we get like a powdered wig?
Devotion pushed you to attempt to kill yourself.
You probably
to
have
protect
one.
the one you love. Now, what say you, gentlemen of the jury?
Not guilty.
Watson's just out here with guilty.
Vox populi,
And then he
vox
calls up
populi.
Lestrade. Lestrade's in the other room.
So long as the
Well,
law does not find
Holmes
some
just
other
shrugs
man,
and
you are
shoots
safe
him.
from me.
Mr. Holmes.
Well, that didn't go how I
Responsibility
expected.
that I take upon
Watson?
myself, But
Oh,
give
not
us
guilty. I
time
meant
to
not
read
guilty.
the
Sorry, I
book.
wasn't really paying attention, Holmes.
I can do no more. Come back to your lady in a year, and may her future and yours.
Holmes is gonna
justify us
totally
with the
frame some
judgment
poor
which we have
bastard.
pronounced this night.
Wiggins!
Inspector, I'm afraid that the murderers have escaped us.
What? Do you mean to tell me that you failed? Never thought I'd live to see the day.
I mentioned the murderers, not the case. It is obvious that the crime was committed by 3 criminals who cannot be the Randalls.
Why not just pin it
really
on the
think so?
Randalls?
You only need to find a gang
That's not
of
fair.
3 thugs wandering around. I can trust you to do that.
If they exist, I'll catch them.
Oh,
You'll
shit.
find someone, I have no doubt of it. Goodbye, Inspector.
What? What?
It's almost like Sherlock is an amoral asshole.
Looks like Wiggins is going to the gallows.
Yeah, like, wait, what? Alright, that was the weirdest case that we've done so far, I think. Like, the answer was so
Can you in
obvious
good
that it was like it
conscience
was
say that
trying
that was-
to get us to...
That was weirder than the Tomb Raider case that we just
Okay,
got
no,
finished
but
with.
like the actual structure of the case, like the other cases have always been like very unclear, and then this one has come out like, yeah, it's this dude. It's definitely this dude.
Well, I think that this one is less about how, like, difficult it is to solve and more about just, like, the thematic nature of it. And it is,
Yeah,
like, an
I mean,
actual
it's
classic
neat.
case. Yeah.
I didn't dislike it, but like, you know, it was definitely like it was so easy. I was thinking like, oh god, is it actually the Randalls? All right, so that is that might be 2 weeks worth of episodes that we just recorded. I'm not sure how I'm going to cut this, but we might just do. It's an hour and 30. We might just do 2 episodes this week, 2 episodes next week, maybe. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway,
Adios.
we will be back. Yeah, 93% of people who solved the case the same way. Personality ranking commiserative. And we're gonna do what we always do, which is hit continue here and then Alt F4 out of the loading screen. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.